Why, hello, boozy babies. Welcome back to another episode. This is the Boozy Botanical Podcast, and my name is Holly.
I'm Angelique.
And we are back again for
We're
episode
here.
84.
Oh my God. That's crazy. We're in the almost middle of November already.
I know.
Oh my God.
Well, and also, happy holidays, people. Halloween is over.
I know. Oh my God. I know. It's crazy. I actually didn't want Halloween to end. So today I have a Halloween themed straw that I didn't have for the actual Halloween episode, but I got it now.
Oh, cute. I can't wait to
Yes.
see it.
I'm excited. Holly, what are you drinking?
So I don't know. I don't know myself right now because I'm drinking. Well, okay, it's not full on red wine. I was gonna say I don't know myself because I'm drinking red wine. Like, who is she?
Oh
But it's
my
actually just
God.
sangria.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That sounds so good.
I will say this one is a pinch too sweet. Like, I'm
Okay.
still so mad at Trader Joe's for discontinuing their boxed sangria.
The one that you
Um,
loved.
so good. And that was like the
Yeah.
perfect amount of like not too sweet and whatever. But
Right.
this is what we're rocking, what we're working with today. And
Yeah.
she's fine. She'll do the trick.
Well, it's so funny because I also don't know myself today because I also I put away the bag of tricks for now.
Okay.
I'm also drinking wine, Holly.
What? We are so in
I
sync.
know, but I guess a white wine. Is it white wine or is it hold on. I brought the bottle to show you. One sec.
It kind of looks like somewhat of a sweeter wine, like maybe like a dessert wine or something.
Okay, sorry. I'm just breaking things over here. It is oh my God, what is it? Oh yeah, it's an American white table wine, whatever that means.
Oh, so it's like a blend.
I guess yeah, because it has more of like a yellowed hue to it too.
Mhm.
So it's actually do you guys remember? Well, you won't be able to tell me if you do, but Holly, do you remember when I went to Jerome last summer and I was talking about that whole trip and how much fun it was?
Yes, with the
Um,
ghosts and all that.
Yes, and I think I had told you about, I went wine tasting. This is what I brought back for Josh.
Aw,
It
oh,
was
that's a
it's
cool photo.
yeah, it's from Cabal Cellars, and the photo is actually of Andy Warhol. They have
Oh, okay. There it
they have
is.
really cool photos of I believe it's, like, people that were around no, he wasn't around during Prohibition, I don't remember, but they just have really cool, like, celebs and
Yeah.
stuff on their
So
bottles.
fun.
And it says that the definition of cabal is the contrived schemes of a group of persons secretly united in a plot to produce great Arizona wine. So there's
Aw,
that. It's a
love it.
2020. Yeah, it's really cool. So it's 2 years old. And, it's funny because at first I thought Josh was popping because we don't drink wine a lot. I thought he popped a bottle because since we're engaged, everyone keeps giving us alcohol. But
Oh,
then I was like, "Oh, you opened the one I gifted you like a year ago." So that's what this is. It tastes good. I mean, you guys know I say good, but like I'm not big on wine. But as far as the wine
she
I've
has a
had
straw.
goes, oh yeah, I have a pumpkin straw
Very cute.
because full disclosure, I have not been able well, by the time you listen to this, maybe the decorations will be down, but I decorated for Halloween really late. Like my stuff went up on the 30th. So
Hey,
I
we're
was
not
like,
we're not judging.
right. So I've been stretching it into November. So it's not like, oh God, I literally went to the garage yesterday to grab the Halloween box and now it's the 31st and I'm grabbing it again. So it's like, or the
Yeah,
first. So I'm letting it last a little bit. I added some bats all around the house, like the same Amazon ones that you have.
so
I put up some
cute.
garlands.
Well, it
Last
works.
year,
I mean,
yeah,
November is still pumpkin,
spooky-ish.
pumpkin vibes. Yeah, who
Yeah.
says it
So
has to be
I
over?
have these two straws that I wash every year and put them back in the box because they're
They
cute.
are really cute.
Yeah, so and then let me try the wine really quick.
Oh,
Mm,
yes. Taste test.
yeah, I think I agree. I think this would be considered a sweeter wine.
Now, do you always drink wine out of a straw, Angelique?
I never do except for now, but maybe I will change
Well,
the norm.
how does it taste,
Do
feel?
people
Just
not do
drinking out of
that? I
what?
guess people don't do that, do they? Hold
No.
on. It's more
Again, I am not here to judge. I'm simply
I wanted a
asking.
straw. You guys know my problem is I always forget my straw, and the one time I remember it, it's with wine.
What are the odds?
So annoying. Hold on.
No, but it's really cute. Like, who cares? If you like drinking wine out of a straw,
Okay.
doesn't
So
matter.
I tried it with the straw. Let me try it without the straw. See if it's different.
Get the full body flavor going.
There is a difference, I do think.
Well, and also too, you gotta like stir the wine around in the
Stir the
cup
wine.
to
Yes.
let the
I think the
aromas
straw
come
really
out.
isolates the alcohol. Like, it just, like, it's
Mm,
more of a direct shot, you know what I mean? Whereas
poof in your
I
face
yeah,
wine.
I think when you sip it, like, just on the rim, it spreads across your tongue and stuff in a very specific
Yeah.
way, so it's a little bit more even, but I'm here for the straw, I'm not changing it.
I mean, I'm not a crazy wine person, but I think there really does there's so much that goes into the shape of glass per drink that
For
you're having.
sure. Isn't
Like,
that crazy?
there's like a Chardonnay glass, like a specific
Ridiculous.
Chardonnay. I'm like, "Okay, I have, like, these
Mhm.
rimless ones, and they keep breaking, so I
Yes.
think this is my last one."
Is it the
But
same thing
that's
I'm
all I
using?
have. I think it's the same one.
Yeah. I think we've only
Um,
lost 1 out of our set, so we've been pretty lucky so far, but they've been through hell for sure.
yeah. Well,
Tell
Angelique,
me.
tell us how your week is doing. The people
Hmm,
wanna know what's going on in the life of
what's going
Angie.
on? Oh, thanks. What's going on with me? So, plant-wise, not much. I don't remember if I told you guys last week, but, I'm in the process hopefully after this, I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to rework some stuff on my greenhouse. My bottom lights that are on the corners gave out, and I realized that the fans are also not working.
Oh, wow.
Everything's burning,
That's
but,
what, like a year after or more?
over March made a year, so a year and a half
Okay,
more so, which is
okay.
good, but Josh thinks because my fountain that's in there flowed one day when I wasn't home, and he
Got
caught it,
it.
thankfully, but the surge protector that has all my stuff plugged in got wet. We dried it, everything was
Ooh,
fine, but the
yeah.
2 things that aren't working are plugged in directly by USB. They're not plugged into an actual outlet
Interesting.
prong.
Mhm.
So he's wondering if I use, like, an outlet prong that I have laying around, like the block is what I'm talking
For
about,
sure, yeah.
wants to see if they work because maybe the USBs aren't working on my surge protector. I'm hoping that's the case so I don't have to, like, redo everything, buy new lights, yada yada,
Right,
but,
right.
we'll see. Well, I guess the lights are probably cheaper than the surge protector, but still. So I'm trying to get that worked out, going through another phase of, like, tossing what's dead, and then,
Aw.
but it's getting better. I keep going up and down on how I feel. Do I want to get rid of more stuff? Do I wanna keep things as is? My
Yeah.
ZZ Raven's not doing well, and I've had that thing since pre-COVID, but it hasn't
Oh,
done much, but it's starting to brown, and I'm not sure if I just missed some waterings. I thought I was doing okay, but that one's always been questionable for years.
right? Because
So
they grow so slow, it's like, are you happy, are you not? It could be another 3
totally.
months before we see any growth, you
Or
know? It's
death.
just
It's
yeah,
always it's slow either way.
I know.
But there's a few plants that I'm wondering, like, if I can rework the backyard, they might just like how you do it, like, let's just throw them outside and see what happens. Sometimes it gets better. So
Sometimes it does.
and sometimes it doesn't, but that's fine. But I need to clean up a bit back there, kinda see what's going on. I feel like every time it hits December, I revamp the garden because it's, like, not annoying to be outside.
It's not
So
hot.
right. So I definitely wanna rework some stuff. I definitely wanna get the sunshade, even though my neighbor's landlord said no, which is really annoying because I told you I was really excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to Lowe's and buy, like, these, poles,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna just create my own, and her
That's
landlord can't
perfect.
get mad because it's gonna be on my side.
That's right. No, I think that's a really good idea, like,
I just need the
you know
shade. Everything's burning outside, and I want to be able to, like, eat out there and enjoy it with Josh. So, if I can make it look cutesy and then move some of my indoor plants that are being difficult out there, I think that'll be good.
yeah.
So, we're feeling it out, but I mean, overwise, plant-wise, it's okay. I did have an exciting development in my prop box. I don't know what kind of
Ooh,
Hoya it is because I
okay.
remember how I bought my Hoya Irina with a few other Hoyas.
Yes.
All the few others are not doing great. I don't know
Oh.
if they're alive. Some of them I think are not, but I lost leaves on a lot of them, and so I threw the sticks into the
Yeah.
prop box, and my big thing right now is buying a deeper storage box like what you use for your props because mine is just too
Mm,
shallow, so once something sprouts, I don't have room for it anymore, and
yeah.
that's been my big issue. So, I'm in the process of making a new prop box, but I opened it yesterday to get some oxygen in there, and this Hoya gave me a leaf on the stick. And I can't even
Wow.
recognize what it is anymore. I have to go look at the seller's
Oh.
messages because it looks like now a juvenile version of whatever I had bought. Because
Yeah.
everything had decently mature leaves. So I just have no idea what it is, but I was like,
It's your
"Oh,
mystery Hoya. How
yeah, we
cute.
all got one." But
Right?
it was very cute. So, I'm just excited for that. So I wanna revamp my prop box, kinda see what's going on there. My, Radicans Luxurians hybrid is doing
Yeah.
great.
Oh,
Nothing's happened, it just
that
looks
makes me
cute
so
all the time.
happy.
Yeah, it's a
Love
small
it.
leaf. It's the same leaf I showed you before. It's not doing anything else, but it's just existing.
That's alright.
I did get that leaf from having it closed in a box, and again, it grew out of the box, so I think this prop box is gonna really help. Now it's just existing, so
Hey, we love
things
an
are okay.
existing plant.
I'll take it. So things are okay. Things are
That's good.
weird. Some stuff is not doing great, but
Yeah,
we're entering, the winter season before we know it, so
for sure.
I'm just taking it as it comes, and it is what it is, but
It is what it is.
yeah, but things are good, Holly. I, posted in a Facebook group last week, which was a couple weeks ago for you guys, because my nanny family that I work with, my nanny kids, she's great, they're great, but they've been going out of town a lot, and she's transitioning into daycare, so, like, my hours just keep getting changed or cut,
Yeah.
and it got to the point where, like, I got canceled for, like, an entire week last minute, and it was just like,
Angelique
that's
got canceled.
well,
Oh,
Angelique's always canceled, let's be honest.
I'm sorry. No, that
No, it's
sucks.
okay. No, it's fine, it happens, but it's just like, I think because, like, once or twice it was like, "Oh, I have other families asking to work." I think they've
Yeah.
taken that as, like, I always have backup families, which is like,
Yeah.
thanks, but you can't assume that someone else is ready to book me.
Well, I remember one week it was, like, maybe 1 or 2 days before, and they just said, "Oh, yeah, by the way," wasn't it? Like, your whole week?
Yeah, that's happened, and it's
Mhm.
like, I think they feel bad when that happens, but there's just, like, it's kinda just like, "We're so sorry." But that's
Yeah.
it. It's not like, "Okay, but," and again, it's on me for not setting up boundaries from the jump, but it's like there is no cancellation policy in place, and, like, I think it's just up to the parent to be, like, to be nice and be like, "You
Be
know
a good
what?
person.
It's not cool that we cut this, like, that we did told you this the day before.
Yeah.
So here's at least this, like, little compensation." But they don't have to, it's fine, it's whatever, I kind
Yeah.
of put myself in this situation, so it's okay, but they knew that I was looking for other work in November, and they were because I told them that there was some interest, and they were like, "Oh, that's great," because they did give me warning a couple weeks prior to November that they wouldn't need me this month, and I
Mm.
assume that's gonna lean into December because that's how it was last December as well. So, I just posted that I'm looking for work, and it's getting to the point now where it's like, if because they want me back for certain days, like, here and there, they're like, "Oh, like, once she gets settled into daycare, maybe you can do Fridays," and stuff like that. So, if I'm available, great,
Yeah.
but
But it sounds like it's very up in the air, and we
they
all know
also
when you live in LA, you can't just, like, rely on that, you
you can't
know?
rely on the air because it doesn't pay the bills. So, yeah, it does
Exactly.
not.
Air
So
does not pay bills.
right. They're very understanding though of when I do book other work. So I'm just gonna tell them like, yeah, I no longer am available. Like I already
Dude,
booked
it's so true. It's like any other like,
any other
when I would work
job.
on film, like, if you didn't want to, have concrete work for me, like, I'm sorry, but maybe I'm on another shoot, you know?
Right, exactly. So I found a family that's 4 minutes from my house driving. I could probably walk to their house. Yeah.
Wow.
Really lucky. So I start the week that you guys are listening to this, I'm starting. So I hope it goes well.
Yay.
Today's my second day, but I met the family. They're great. The kid's 4 months old, so it's gonna be a very, like,
Aw.
chill age to work with. I'll get 2 naps during my
Can't
shift, which I'm
walk.
really excited. Oh, they cannot run. It's the best. They have a Great Dane who's, like, on their hind legs taller
No.
than me. She's a
Oh.
big girl. She's really
He's a
cute.
big girl.
Yeah, he's a big girl. She's a
Aw.
big girl. Her name is Tippy, and I thought that was really
I love
cute.
Great Danes, and that's such a cute name for a
Right?
huge
For
dog.
big dog. I love it when
Aw.
it's tiny names for big dogs. I think it's so cute.
Oh my
So, they
gosh.
live close to home, and I'll be working with them twice a week,
Very cool.
indefinitely, probably until March. So, with my main family, I love them, and I wanna stay with them if I can, but,
Of
she's growing up,
course.
and if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. So it's just
Mm.
gonna be one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm no longer available Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's
Yeah.
just if they can book me for other days, great, but if not, whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're great.
Aw.
So I just was telling Holly I came from an interview before we recorded because there's like all of LA came flocking when they saw my post. It was ridiculous.
Like, "We want
But
Angelique."
I'm like, "People, did you read? Like I said, I don't go past a certain, like, town in LA," and like, "Can you go to,
Certain
like, the
crossroads.
Palisades?" And I'm like,
Oh, jeez. No.
pretty sure I said Sherman Oaks was my absolute limit, but
Oh,
how
yeah.
much are you paying? Well, because to be fair, I can't get mad at anyone because I said, like, these are the ranges that I'm willing to work within, but if
Yeah.
you're farther than that, I'm happy to hear what you need, and I can see if it's doable, but it probably isn't, is kinda what I wrote.
Yeah.
But, so I have a few interviews set up just to, like, see if people want if nothing else, I told people, like, I'm good for date night and stuff. Some people are meeting me just to add me to their list.
That's cool.
So it's been good. So entering November with a lot of things to do, but I'm excited. It's good.
Yeah.
And then, rehearsing for Rent. It's going.
Hell
But
yeah, that's so cool. When do you guys perform again?
December 8th is the opening night.
Ooh,
So I'm
exciting.
excited. I'm also a little stressed. I just feel like I'm not in it the way I need to be. Like I need to really focus on the music. Matt and I are going to
Yeah.
rehearse. He's in Pennsylvania right now, but we're going to try to rehearse virtually just to both like get the music concrete in our heads because I think it's not in my body yet.
Yeah.
But we're working on it. But it's going to be good. Yeah, if you guys follow me on my main Instagram, I'm posting updates. If you're in LA, keep me posted if you want to come. But it's going to be
Alright.
good. So yeah.
Aw, that's awesome.
Thanks. But now that I've blabbed the day away, Holly, what's
You're
up with
good.
you? How are you?
I'm doing really good, not too much going on with the plants, but I will say in my bedroom, I've been moving well, 2 plants around, but it's the whole setup. So, when you walk in the room, there's, like, the bed and the
Uh-huh.
wall, and on both sides, I had 3 hanging plants in, like, black macrame. And it looks
Yeah.
really cute, and they're in various heights and whatever, but the one that's furthest away from the window, like, the plants were just not doing good. Like, I had to be real with myself and be like, "Alright, you need to
It's time.
move."
Yeah.
Yes, so I just decided instead of, like, yeah, I could put a pothos there, I could put a snake plant, but I'm just gonna leave it blank, and so
Okay.
yeah, we still for now at least, we still have not gotten anything for, like, the middle, like, above the bed, like,
Yeah.
our goal is to get some kind of art, preferably maybe one of Tyson's drone photographies, I think that would be
Oh,
really
yeah,
cool,
that'd be cool.
but for now, it's just very plain and
Yeah.
blank, but, it's also kind of, like, refreshing because, like, I'd walk by the plants and I'm like, oh, you're not looking happy,"
I
and
hate that feeling, and they're just staring at you.
yes, and they're
Yeah.
also kind of annoying to have to water because you have to take them out of the hanger and you have to let them drain and let them dry before
Right.
you hang them back up, so just, a whole thing,
It's a
but,
whole thing. Yeah. Where are they now?
one is now in a glass of water because I'm trying to reroot it, I
Oh,
don't know.
no. Okay.
The other one I moved to the other side, and I actually had a Hoya on the other side that I moved into the living room because it needed more direct light.
Okay.
So, a few little switcheroos here and
Yeah, yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh,
Um,
good. So not
yeah.
bad.
So, and TBD on the greenhouse. With the hurricane, the person who is going to be building it has been, busy saving people's homes, so I have to be patient.
Oh,
Um,
man. Because 'Cause
so,
they're gonna cement it in for you, right?
well, they're gonna build it because, it's still pretty warm, and that's just what really delayed the whole thing was by
Right.
the time we got the space cleared or the land rather cleared where it was gonna go, it was already so hot, and we tried.
Yeah.
There were, like, maybe a couple weeks that we were out there, and me and Tyson were like, "Yeah, this is just it's not
Too
doable.
much.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
hot."
yeah. Oh, I
Um,
totally understand.
yeah, but because
Okay.
of that, I've been slowly just moving things outside anyways, and
Okay.
it's just nice because I love having a lot of plants around, but it's also, there's always, like, when I didn't have a lot of outdoor space, there was always the fear of, like, "Oh my gosh, like, I don't wanna put things outside," so everything was just kinda, like, crammed, and
Right.
it's just not about that life anymore, even though I love
Yeah,
my plants.
you're being
Yeah,
very intentional.
trying to be at
I
least.
totally get
So
that. Yeah.
oh, I have another fun personal update, totally forgot
What?
to mention. Well, it's fun for me, it's
Oh,
probably
yes.
hopefully it's boring, I don't know, but, I got a mini stepper. And what is a mini stepper, you may ask?
I do.
Well, I saw it on Facebook, it was a TikTok or a reel,
Okay.
whatever, and I'm like, "Oh, this looks amazing," because I had, you know, to back it up a little bit, in my office, I was really wanting a walking pad to have at my desk. So if I'm
Okay.
like editing for the podcast or doing anything else, I can walk. And all the girlies on TikTok make it look so much fun and amazing. But realistically, my space is just not big enough. So
Okay.
then I was like, all right, well, I just want something to like work out because also with the hurricane and the flooding, my gym is like closed down until further notice. And that's like the closest gym. If I could go to their other locations for free, but it's like 20 minutes away. And realistically, when you're trying to get to the gym like at 6 a.m., it's more than likely you're just gonna sleep in. You know what I mean?
Right, right. I totally get that.
So I ended up getting this thing called a mini stepper. And think obviously mini without any of the handles of a elliptical, but also smaller. And it only goes up and down.
Okay.
And it does track your steps, your time, and I think calories. And there's an optional resistance band to it.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And it's very small. Like it's literally, I don't know if you can see, Angelique. It's like this
Yeah.
big.
Oh, it's teeny. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That's amazing.
I did my first little 20 minutes on it today, and it's like your legs are burning. It's pretty good. And I just like,
Really?
yeah, I was listening to an audiobook and just like stepping away.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I'm really happy with that because, I don't have a treadmill. I don't have really a gym right now. So,
Right.
and it's hot out. So at least there's something that I can do that's like easy and it
Totally.
helps me listen to either podcasts or audiobooks.
Oh,
So,
that's good. It's like a little
yeah,
you moment, you know? Did you do it in your office?
I did. Yes. So I
Oh,
just
that's
like that too.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
Holly, that's amazing. Oh, wow, that's great. I
So
have to
that is
maybe
my
send me
update.
the link because I'm like, if it's small, maybe I could too.
Dude, it's tiny and it's only $60 on
Oh,
Amazon.
wow. That's in the grand scheme for like gym stuff. That's not bad.
Exactly.
That's
So,
amazing. Just watch. I'm gonna find it
yeah.
on Marketplace.
There you go.
I'm ready.
Yes. Oh, man.
Cool.
Well, Angelique, don't we have a plant mommy today?
We do. I'm very excited about this one today, guys. We have the lovely Jennifer from at Jennifer's Foliage on Instagram and at Jennifer's underscore foliage on TikTok.
Woo-woo.
Yes, Jennifer's awesome, you guys. She told me that she recently started listening to the podcast, which I thought was
Aw,
really cool. I was like, stop it.
we
That's
love
so nice. Because I
you.
reached out. I reached out to for her to be a plant mommy, and she's like, oh my God, I literally just started listening to you guys at work. And I was like,
So sweet.
stop it. I thought that was so nice. I'm like, thank you so much.
Love that. She has a beautiful collection. I went through
She
and
does.
basically liked all her photos with Hoya blooms.
Yes. She has a lot of Hoya.
One of them included is the Hoya polyneura, aka fishtail,
Fishtail.
and it has blooms. I'm like, girl,
Is
what
that
color?
not and is that not easy to get?
Well, for me, it hasn't been. I don't know. I hear mixed reviews. Sometimes people say it is. Sometimes a lot of people say it's not. So
It's like, what's your secret, you
it's
know?
a win here.
Oh, I wanna see. I think I might have seen that one. I was really taken by her Callistophylla. It has such beautiful veins, like really deep green veins. It's
Mm,
so pretty. And she also has this gorgeous, gorgeous silver dragon in alocasia. It's one of her more
yes.
recent it's in a reel that she posted, and it was so I keep whistling when I'm saying so.
So
I'm like, "God, I'm hurting everyone's ears." That's what happens when you drink wine out of a straw, guys. Oh, I did find the blooms. How cute.
yes. Also, you guys, the cutest species of all that she has is her little
Little
kitty.
kitty. Really
She
cute. Oh,
posted like this really photogenic portrait rather of her
yes,
of her kitty named Steffi or Steffi. Oh my
it's
gosh.
Steffi.
So
Really
cute. So
cute.
cute, so
I
cute.
love.
Oh, also, you guys, you need to scroll down on her page and look at the post with her plant room. It's really cool, Angelique. It's like, I don't know if you saw it, but it has like a
Is it the
wooden interior
yes,
and
and
it's
it's
curved.
curved.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
I
so
meant to
stunning.
freak out about it with you because I nearly
I
died when I
mean,
saw it. I was like, "What is
what
this
a dream.
haven? Can
I
you tell
know.
us how you got this? I want to know."
Yes.
It is literally out of this world beautiful. I oh my god. I'm looking at it right now and I'm just like, "What? This
It
is why
looks
I
like
have to
there's a
leave
lot of
LA."
it looks like
Ridiculous.
it may be like western exposure. I can't really tell, but
I can't tell
it's
either,
a
but it's
lot of
love.
light, which is
And
so
she has
cool.
gorgeous string of things hanging up high. They must be for sure a couple feet tall. At least
Yes.
4 or 5 for, like, the I think there might be bananas of some sort, but, oh my gosh, there's so maybe not bananas, the, like, swordy ones, but
Yeah.
it's so beautiful, it's crazy, and then you guys, it doesn't stop there because Jennifer actually runs a rare plant shop on Etsy, an
Ooh.
uncommon plant shop, excuse me, and it is by under the same name, Jennifer's Foliage, and she's located in South Central Pennsylvania, and she is
Nice.
down for trades, so if
I
you guys
love
wanna
that that's in her bio too. I'm like, "Yes,
oh,
girl."
there's no doubt in our minds. Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys can DM her if you're interested in trading or just chatting, loves making plant friends. And she really is super sweet. And I'm like, this is just cool. I was looking at her Etsy and I was like, oh no, this is a mistake. I
It's
want to
dangerous
buy
for our
all the
wellness.
things. Oh my gosh, 100%.
Oh,
And
you
has
guys
some fun
definitely.
TikToks as well.
Yes, I love creators that are also on TikTok. It's just so
Me
much fun.
too. I think it's awesome.
Aw, well, thank you so much, Jennifer, for being
Yes,
our plant
thank
mommy this week.
you.
You guys make
And
sure to follow her.
yes, and
You know what to do.
we'll include her Etsy shop and everything in the copy for today's episode too.
Heck yeah, we will.
Yeah. Speaking of Hoya, Holly,
Hoya Holly, yes.
haha. So we have quite the Hoya episode for you guys today.
We do. I really, went there. I was like,
Oh,
we are
she
gonna talk
did.
about Hoyas today.
It is a 7-page note.
They're like, I'm gonna click off now. No, I'm just kidding.
They're like, oh God, please.
They're very concise notes, but
They're very good.
I'm trying to actually pull up my notes. Speaking
You
of
texted them to
that,
me.
yes. Okay, here
Mhm.
they are.
We're talking underrated Hoya today because, as you guys know, there's like 50,000 genuses. The
No,
genuses
for
types.
real.
What's the right what
Species, all the
species? Thank
things.
you.
Yeah.
They a
So
lot of them just have numbers. They don't even have names.
yeah, they're either like undescribed or I don't know exactly how it works with the naming and the numbers, but I think it just means they don't have a permanent name.
Yes.
But so I have a bunch of notes written down, and one of them is that there are between um 350 to 450 species, and that's not including cultivars, you guys. So like
Wow.
Hoya carnosa, that's just one counted in
Right.
the 450. Not including the Crimson Queen, not the Crimson Princess, not the
That's
Chelsea, not the
crazy.
Compacta, because it's all just Hoya carnosa. So,
That's
if
so
that gives you an
crazy.
idea, there are, like, literally at that point, thousands.
That's insane.
But so little quick back sort of story, not story, but I guess just information rather.
Yes.
The genus Hoya was established by a British botanist, Robert Brown, in 1811. That's a long time ago. And then it was
Mhm.
dedicated to Thomas Hoy. So that's where it gets the Hoya name.
Oh,
Um
very cool.
It's the largest genus in the family. Can you read that, Angelique? Apicaceae?
I think it's I don't know.
Apos
Apocynaceae?
Apocynaceae. Anyways, it's a long name
The
associated.
Apossy.
Hoyas are also in the milkweed family too, so that's
I did
pretty
not
cool.
know that. Are they milky if you cut into them?
I don't know, but it's
Hmm.
funny because I was looking at some milkweed flowers. I think it came up on like a gardener's forum or whatever, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god, that looks really close to a Hoya." And I'm like, "I bet you that's some kind of milkweed," and it was. So,
That's so interesting.
mhm.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm just gonna like tell you guys some of the Hoya species. I only have a few cultivars to share, but the Hoya species that I think are underrated.
That
And I
I
tried to
probably
just
have not heard about.
I'll try to like include any type of information that I do have on it,
Yeah.
because there's so many, it's very broad. But the first
Yes.
one that I want to talk about is the Hoya coronaria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coronaria. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a species, and I feel like this plant is often overlooked by the Hoya lauterbachii, but they look
Mm.
pretty similar. They have the fuzzy leaves. They grow the same with like the vining, but these ones are easier to get to bloom, and the flowers are not quite the same as like the huge Lauterbachii, but I will show you guys watching on YouTube. Like,
They look
look at that.
slimy.
It just looks so beautiful. And
Wow.
here's another photo with the leaves and
Yeah.
the bloom. The blooms vary between like pink, dark fuchsia, and like a baby pink. Um, so I think that's really cool.
The
And I have
fuchsia is
both.
very pretty.
Yes. And oh my God, I want to get this tattooed. It's so beautiful.
Really?
I think so. At least some type of
Ah,
Hoya bloom.
very
But
cool.
I do have both the Hoya Lauterbachii and this one, and to me, they're very similar. If anything, the coronaria grows much quicker. I have not
Okay.
gotten it to bloom yet, but I'm really hoping since it's spent about 6 months outside in the summer heat, I'm really hoping that soon we get some blooms.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, but she's so pretty, you guys. The fuzzy leaves are everything with this plant. And also, I find the reason why I think this one, because I mean, it is popular, people do know of it, but I feel like it's underrated because it's so much cheaper than the Hoya Lauterbachii. I'm like,
Oh, of course.
like
Right.
now they're not out of um out of this world expensive, but like I think the Lauterbachii is around the $60-$70 range, whereas this one, I keep on saying this one, trying to avoid saying the name.
No, it's okay.
Um,
Take a drink every time you have to say it.
yeah.
The I think the coronaria is fine.
Coronaria, thank you.
Yeah. It's like a
That one is more
coronation.
that one's more in like the $20-$30 range for like a small
Oh, that's
starter plant.
amazing. I
I
mean,
think
I'll
so.
choose that one any day.
I know.
Hello.
So I bought my Lauterbachii and then I traded for this one.
Mhm.
And yeah, they're both beautiful. So that is my
Very
first
cool.
one. The next one, oh my God. I don't know what I'm doing to
The
myself with trying to pronounce
the
these.
Medina flora.
That sounds right. Medina
Yeah,
flora.
maybe,
This is
maybe.
another this is another species.
Okay.
I think she's really beautiful. So, one of the non-climbing epiphytes shrubs that is like the multiflora. And I thought that
Mm,
was really interesting because so many Hoyas are climbers and not really shrub-like, but this one is.
yeah.
And I think the blooms are just so beautiful. Now they look very similar to the Hoya curtisii, and
Oh,
I'll
they
show you guys
do.
on YouTube. Like the top is the Hoya M, and then the bottom is a curtisii. And
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
now it's interesting. So they call this one pinnate venation, and that just means secondary veins running parallel to each other from the midrib towards the margin. I call it bumpy venation because it's bumpy venation and easier to say.
'Cause that's what it is, okay, guys?
So to me, I think this plant is underrated. I mean, it's not very popular, but I noticed that it
I
sells
didn't
out
know this
quickly.
one.
Yes. Oh, also, I need to shout out this book where I got a lot of my research from. It's called A Guide to Hoyas of Borneo, and
Oh,
it's really
wow.
beautiful. So it'll kind of give you like a back history of Hoyas, and also it goes into a little bit of detail of like each Hoya that they're showing, like who discovered it or who collected it, like the person that it was named after, and so forth. And that's just kind of like what the book looks like.
That's very
And
cool.
then here's an example of like I think this person discovered the plant. So
Oh,
it's a really good
wow.
book.
That's
You guys
really
can get it on
cool.
Amazon. I'll try to link it in my storefront.
Yeah, you
But
should. That's really smart.
yeah, so it's a great
That's
book. I
amazing.
love it.
Yeah, holiday season's coming up, guys. It's actually a really good
Hey,
idea.
hey.
Yes.
So yeah, now the next one, Angelique, is going to
Y
be interesting. It is the Hoya
Oh.
hiskeliana variegata. God
I
knows why I can
love
say
this
that, not the
one.
other names.
Right. Holly can have the one that literally has as many letters as the alphabet. The
Hiskeliana variegata.
Yeah,
This
let
is
me see.
another
Oh,
species, but it is the variegated one.
mhm.
Now, I put this on the list, you guys, because
I
people love this, but I put
I
it on the
think
list
it's
because
so
of the
beautiful.
insane price drop. Like, this used to be
It's cheap
hundreds.
now?
Yes! You need to get yourself some, Angelique.
Oh my god. I said I'm not adding to the oh my god. I really love this one.
I know, it's beautiful.
Wait, what are we talking, Holly? What numbers did we go to?
Yeah, it's like, let's see, I wrote it down. It's around like the $30 range. And for
Stop
like a
it.
cutting, like
Oh my
15.
god, it has such fat blooms.
It's so beautiful.
It
Like
is
seriously.
so cute.
And so I'm very
You
happy.
own it, right?
I do. I got it as a cutting
Rude.
in a trade from BB Plants during the pandemic. So that was pretty
Yes.
cool.
Oh,
Um
yeah.
I'm so happy that it's more accessible. It's just what happens is I've noticed when a plant becomes that was once expensive and everyone wants, and then it becomes cheap, I notice it has this like worthless sort of vibe to it, whether that be like monetarily speaking
Why?
or
Yeah.
just like, but she's stunning, okay? It doesn't matter if
Yes.
it's cheap.
Well, we've talked about that with the newest Hoya that I got. That is not the Kentiana, right? Or it is
It
the
is the
Kentiana.
Kentiana, yes.
Right. You were just telling because I told you guys I got it for like 375,
Yeah.
a 4-inch pot. And it's
That used to
like,
be very hard to find and expensive.
right. And that's just another example of ones that have dropped so much. And now it seems like nobody's talking about them. And it's
Yes.
variegated, the one I found.
Side note too, the Hoya obscura, that also drastically dropped
Oh
in
my
price,
God.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
So, I think that's pretty much all I have to say on that one. I think it's beautiful. I will share a photo with the YouTube. This is
And
my
very,
plans.
very compact, more round, berry colored, like purplish berry
Yes.
colored flowers.
When
They
mine
feel kind of
bloomed.
fantastical.
Yeah, no, totally. It feels very Alice in Wonderland and just
Mhm.
like they're
Literally what I was
very
thinking.
yeah, they're very different from a lot of other blooms, and that is always so exciting for me because, like, it's just nice to have a variety, like a very, very different kind of bloom, so
100% just to see how different they all are, you know?
and it is very bell shape.
Yes. Oh, I love the next one we have, the Obavada.
Yes, you guys. Okay, this one is so easy to grow, and the fact that it has unique blooms, like, this is no carnosa, you guys. It's just probably just as popular as, like, the carnosa, maybe well, obviously a little less popular, but I just think it is so pretty, and I even forget like, I forget how beautiful it is
'Cause
and
it's
sort
very
of take it for
accessible.
granted. It is, yeah,
Mhm.
maybe not as much as the Carnosas, like, I don't always see it when I walk into
That's
a big
true.
box store, but you can
Yeah,
definitely get it if you want to, whether
for
that be
sure.
online or whatever. So, it's pretty cool,
Very round leaves, whereas a lot of and fat for a Hoya, I think, the leaves, in
yes.
comparison to a lot of other ones that are more like almond shaped, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, the shape
Yes.
just has my heart and the
Oh,
little
100%.
spools. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, this is another species. I thought for a second, when I was doing my research, I thought somehow it was a cultivar mixed with the carnosa, but I was like, wait, no,
Mm.
this is not. And you can always tell a Hoya by its blooms, and it has very different blooms. From the Carnosa and different from the carrii, which is also a species. So this
Mm.
Hoya was described in 1844, and it can be found in the wild in India, Indonesia, Thailand, and Fiji as a climbing plant.
I did not know that.
I
Wow.
know, wouldn't that be just so beautiful walking in a forest in Thailand and seeing a
Hello.
Hoya?
That's
I just love that.
I feel I just always remember my trip and how I wasted it not knowing that I was into plants yet.
Okay, you didn't waste
Oh
it.
god. I have a
Hey,
friend going
sometimes
my friend's going on her honeymoon in December or in November, sorry,
2
to Thailand, and
Thailands.
I'm like, the whole
Hey,
time.
you know what? Sometimes we can waste our trips because we're into plants and we're just
That's
looking
the
for plants.
thing. Hello,
So it's
hello. Yes,
we're living
blessing
in
in
the moment.
disguise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The next one
Oh,
is
yes.
fun, you guys. Now this I think truly is one of the most underrated plants. I even used to not fully appreciate it for its beauty, but this is the cultivar Hoya crinkle ape. And I tried really
Yes.
hard to find like what it was bred with, I guess, but it is a
Mhm.
cross between some type of carnosa. So it's the Hoya carnosa crinkle 8. So you will see the typical carnosa blooms with the
Mhm.
chocolatey scent. Um, and I think, yeah, this one is definitely like it's again, it's popular, but I think less popular than even the Obovada. Um, and it's
I
just
agree.
the little crinkles, and sometimes they vary. Like I had a very, very crinkly crinkle 8, but sometimes I see plants at nurseries labeled as crinkle 8 and they look somewhat more like a
Kind of
Chelsea.
flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar to a Chelsea. It's actually a good comparison, like a
Mhm.
wavy Chelsea.
Yes, and like a more just more pronounced of the crinkles or like little dimples.
Yeah.
And apparently that's where it gets its name, by the way, is because of the 8 dimples that they all have.
Oh,
But
they're all 8. That's so cute.
yeah, I just think it's cool because, you can see the crinkle 8 hanging on a shelf or something, and it's like, "Oh, what is that?" Like, it just has, like, that look of, like, being just slightly different than a green carnosa or even a
Right.
pothos.
It
So,
reminds
yeah.
me of, its thickness, and it's kind of very structured, I would say, like, how it grows. It reminds me of how the compacta grows too.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
I find it very
kinda,
sim
for
oh,
sure.
kinda just how, like, when it gets long, like, it seems to really be sturdy. I don't know if that makes sense, like, it seems hardy, like the compacta.
Absolutely. Like, way
The
more hardy
compacta
than
the one that is not the Hindu one anymore, right?
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I was like,
Yes.
"Wait, am I referring to the right one?"
No, I
Okay.
totally yeah, I know what you
Okay.
mean. The other
Yeah.
thing too is, like, that in comparison to also the pubicalyx, because that has very
Mhm.
stringy, flowy
Yes.
vines, and these ones, you're right, they definitely do, like they hang, like, they're,
Yeah,
like,
they're
sturdy.
heavy.
They're heavy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And so we are down to our last plant and honorable mention, the cultivar, Hoya pubicalyx, Royal
Speak of the
Hawaiian
devil.
Purple.
Oh, this one's pretty.
And you guys, I brought this on because I just feel like, first of all, it gets mislabeled all the time, and I'm just
Mhm.
like, "No, that's not it," and I'm like, I have to hold myself back from being like, "Actually, that's not the Royal
How
Hawaiian."
dare you?
But you guys,
What
this
does it get
is,
mistaken as?
just like a regular pubic calyx,
Which is
but,
what I have, right?
the
The
one
one in
that
my
I gave you,
shower?
this is actually the plant that I gave you, Angelique, the
Is this the
picture.
exact photo?
Yeah.
You're
Yep.
right, because I do get some dark leaves when they're babies.
Exactly, so they will come in a very deep
Suck it, people. I
maroon.
have one. I'm just kidding.
But I
Go
think
ahead.
why it gets mislabeled is because if there are no new leaves, they do revert to just a green, which is totally normal, but also if the plant gets somewhat sun stressed, people just wanna label it Hawaiian purple, but it's just not unless the brand new leaves come in dark, dark purple. Also, the
Oh,
stems are like an eggplant color, whereas, like, I
yes.
find that the other pubic are just more of like a typical color, like a greenish color.
Yeah.
But this one it's hard to miss when it's the true ones, like, if you know, you know.
So, is it more so that the regular pubicalyx is mislabeled as this one?
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Because
Yep.
when they're just green and there's no new growth, they look pretty much the same.
I think they do, yes. N
Okay.
Now, I think if you look really closely, you could say, like, "Oh, maybe the stem is a little bit darker,"
For
but
sure.
to me, they're very much the same, except when it
Yeah.
comes to the new leaves. So, I just
Right.
think it's so special, it's still underrated, and a lot of these plants too that I've added, even I take for granted, so it's a
Yeah. A lot
happy
of
little
these, though, are your
reminder.
photos, though, so you own some of them too.
Yeah, yep.
Very cool. Is there any before we wrap up, Holly, are there any dream Hoya that you don't have, underrated or not?
Yes, so
What are some that you really love?
I I really want the Hoya undulata, I think it is.
No,
It
okay.
has, like, these really beautiful speckled blooms. I believe Adam, AKA Not
Speckled
You.
blooms. Oh,
I believe
I'm
he
looking at it right
has
now.
one. I would
Okay.
also I'm trying to think. I really want a Hoya meredithii. Now I can get one. It's just I haven't been in the mood to spend $80 on a new plant because that's kinda like the range of where I
Mm,
see them. But it
I
is a
see.
beautiful plant. I had it once and it didn't fare well in the mail, so it ended up passing,
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm looking at it.
right? And they are a little pricey, the
Mhm.
undulatas.
Yeah, they are
And then besides that, I
really
would
pretty.
like to get the Hoya, let me see if I remember correctly. Is it the Hoya Kentiana Lori Lynn? And that basically is the plant that you have, Angelique, but with outer variegation instead of inner variegation.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now.
It's really
Very
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So the center is green, but the
Mhm.
okay.
And now I'm
Very pretty.
usually a center variegation kinda gal when it comes to my Hoyas, like,
Yeah.
oh, I go crazy for that middle variegation, but in this
Yeah.
case, because it's like we're just used to seeing the other kind of plant, it's a really cool, like, sort of changing it up, mixing it up with the Lori
Well, it
Lynn.
sticks out. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so I
very
just it's just
pretty.
special. What
I
about
love
you,
it.
Angelique? What are your,
Oh
wish
gosh.
list Hoyas?
I have to update my wish list. I have not looked at it in such a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm typing in amazing Hoya so I can tell you what I want.
Well, you
I can
love
never
Calistophylas,
I
but
can
you have
I
one.
do. Uh, yeah, I have one.
Oh, no.
That's what's in the box that I couldn't remember what it was. Maybe that's what my mystery Hoya is. That
Ooh,
could
do
be
you have
it.
specs?
It didn't, but it was such a
The
juvenile
venation?
leaf. It
Mhm.
I'll have to check. Yeah, that's one of the ones that didn't fare well. I need a
Yeah,
my
that's
greenhouse has
okay.
been a lot to handle. I still have to figure it out. I would like to get a
Yeah.
mature Calistophylla. I would really like
Mhm.
a God, I'm looking at pictures right now. I love Hoyas that just have that deep green veins with their lighter colored leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. Hold on.
I am
What's
a
this?
slut for those kind of Hoyas.
Same girl. Oh my God. Holly, wait a second. I cannot figure out what this Hoya is, but
Wait,
like
send it to me.
it's like a teaser photo of the blooms. I'm trying to find it in the okay, hold on, guys. I know this is not great content to listen to, but I need you to stick it out.
Do,
Okay.
do, do. No,
I'm
I'm just
trying to
kidding.
find
Let's sing.
it.
No, I'm just
Okay.
trying to sing to them.
Oh, good, good, good. Okay. I'm almost
I
there.
am
Almost there.
waiting for Angelique
So much pressure.
to
Um,
find the
it's
Hoya
probably gonna be
of
the
her
last 3.
dreams.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. The
That was quality
min
content to listen to. You're
It
welcome.
was very good. I don't even see if I saw this Hoya in the wild, just the leaves, I'm like, it's
Yeah.
fine, whatever. But the beauty of a Hoya is that if you give it a chance, some of these blooms will drive you crazy. The
Oh my
min
god. Gets a girl
the
going.
the Hoya mindorensis.
Ooh,
Have you
yes, I like that one. I think I have
have
that one.
it's like fuzzy, tigery looking blooms. You know what
Yes,
I'm
yes, yes. I
They're
have that one.
crazy. They're deep red, you guys, with like white spikes, and they're beautiful.
Yes. Oh my god, and even, like, the center or the corona, if you wanna get
Y
technical, is, like,
Yeah.
peachy, and then also there's a dark one. Did you see this one, Angelique?
Hold
Hoya
on, let me see.
Mandarinensis,
Let me see again.
like, vampire version.
Oh, I did not see that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So that
Wow.
is a beautiful one. I do
Oh,
have one. It's never bloomed for me. I
yeah.
got it as, like, how sometimes when you get plant trades and there be like, wow, there will be I'm trying to talk so fast. Sometimes people are so sweet and they'll just, like, add in little extras. So
Yes.
this was an extra, and because I asked her, I was like, "Wait, what is this?" And so she told me that's what it was, and now it's doing really well. So fingers crossed.
Amazing.
It's
Oh,
another one that's been
yay.
outside for a bit. So let's hope we get some
You
blooms.
know, another one that you were selling when you were moving and I did not take it. I
Okay.
think was it the multiflora? I think it might have been. It
Um,
had like the really cool
yes, the one that I was talking about with the first plant that it's similar to.
Oh, yeah, 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 and
Multiflora.
it looks like the, like, little blooms are little spaceships
Shoot
just shooting
well, they
into
call 'em
space.
shooting star Hoya
Yes!
too.
I always remember that one, and I'm like, "Why didn't I take it?"
I
So
should've just given
dumb.
it to you. I'm
Well, no, but,
sorry.
like, I think I was being picky because I was like, "I don't have room," but that one, I was like,
Oh.
"Those blooms were so cool."
Well,
Like,
hey, here's something to look for though. Adam recently I'm just always stalking his Hoyas. He has the best
always.
Hoyas at Not Dude.
Yes, I wanna
He
see his collection.
recently got a variegated multiflora, and I'm like,
Stop it.
I'm like,
Wow, I didn't even know that was
"I
a
did not need to know
thing.
that exists, Adam, because now I'm gonna want it."
Literally. Oh my gosh, if we're both in Phoenix at the same time, we should go visit him.
Yes, we're
I would
coming for you,
l
Adam.
Yeah, I don't know if you take visitors, but I'm setting an appointment just so you are aware.
Just have your agent or your assistant, Adam, talk to us.
Call our assistant because we obviously have one. His name is Josh.
And mine is Tyson.
Exactly. At Boozy Botanical Podcast.
Hello at Boozy Botanical Podcast. Or what would be another funny one? Like a website would be like assistant at Boozy
Oh, it
Potato
would definitely be
Podcast.
assistant at boozybotanicalpodcast.com. Oh, I do not miss that life of being an assistant.
Oof.
I'm like, this is what I am reduced down
Yeah.
to.
No, and we've talked about this on the podcast. Like, I do not miss being a PA. I've only done it a few
Mhm.
times. I was terrible.
That was
I was
enough.
I'm not good at it. A lot of people like rise through the ranks by being a good PA. Nope, not me. I
You're like,
suck.
I'm gonna just skip over to camera real quick.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll be a camera PA, but getting people coffee and
I'm
locking
over
up
it.
streets, oh hell no. I
No,
can't.
thank you. Do not get paid enough for that.
Nope, 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 nope.
Well, Holly, thank you so much for this episode.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Angelique.
Where can the people find you, Holly?
You guys can always find me at Concrete Botanical on TikTok and at Concrete Botanical _ on IG.
Awesome. You guys can find me at Sucka for Plantas with 2 C's. And you can catch the podcast at Boozy Botanical Podcast, where we drop new episodes every Tuesday on all the things. If you like what you heard, please leave us a 5-star rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We really, really appreciate it. And if you guys want to collab with us, you can email us directly at boozybotanicalpodcast@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram as well. We are quite responsive.
Yes, we are. Well, thank you guys for another amazing episode of Boozy. And on that note,
Cheers!
cheers!